Hey guys, I am here in Selçuk and let's explore the beautiful ancient city of Ephesus, a UNESCO World Heritage Site. I will also take you around this beautiful town to explore its sights and delicious culinary offerings. Let's go! Hey guys, so I'm here checked in at Anz Guesthouse, ANZ, and it's a really nice place. Like, they really decked the guest house very, very well. And I love the very nice touches. Like, for example, you get a welcome drink of like tea, coffee, or like soda. And when you check in, the owner will like lend you a guidebook on Ephesus so that you can read up if you're not planning to do the audio guide. It's also very conveniently located. And there's like a fridge in the courtyard area, and you're free to grab like water, soft drinks, and stuff like that. Very, very nice. The views from here is also very beautiful. Guys, so this is the rooftop terrace, and it's so beautiful. They really decked it out really nicely. And this is also where you're gonna have breakfast. Can't wait to see tomorrow what they have. So I got myself apple tea for my welcome drink. Hits the spot. So you can also get like normal tea, filtered coffee. Hey guys, I am here at the site of the Grotto of the Seven Sleepers, which is a UNESCO World Heritage Site. But first order of business is having some food. They have a really nice outdoor dining area too. Hey guys, so at the site of the Seven Sleepers, there is a restaurant as well, a very local one, and it's called the Seven Sleepers Pancake Garden, which specializes in gozleme, which is a Turkish pancake, and you can see them make it from scratch. And here they're making manti as well, fresh from scratch. What a treat it was to see how they make the gozleme. Like, you know that they actually do it like the old-fashioned way so that it's authentic and traditional. So much fun to watch. So I am getting the meat and cheese gozleme, which is 95 lira.
So good. It's like crispy on the outside, moist on the inside, and then you get the blue cheese and then some meat in Italy.
Now that I'm well fed, let's hike the Seven Sleepers. So it's not really a big hike up, it's pretty short, and I'm not exactly sure which one is the cave. But basically the story of the Seven Sleepers is that seven young men were accused of Christianity by the Roman emperor. So they flee to this cave, and then the emperor like shut the cave down. The seven men like slept, and what they didn't realize is by the time they woke up, it was 100 years after. So when they got out of the cave and like started using their money to buy goods at the city, they didn't realize that it's a whole different time now, and that's basically the story of the Seven Sleepers. But up this hill over here, it actually has beautiful views of the city of Selçuk, and you can even see the castle in the background. So I saw this random mini trail, but I'm not sure where it leads. But it does take me closer to some hole in the rocks, so I'm not sure as well the significance of this. Kinda looks like a dragon. So I'm now wandering the streets in the city center, and it's very convenient from the hotel, and it's very nice and walkable, very pedestrian friendly, feels very safe as well. Very nice. Hey guys, so now I'm headed for dinner. So I'm here at Amazon Bistro Cafe and Bar. It's a restaurant that was recommended to me by the owner's son at the hostel. He said it's one of his favorite places to dine. It's very, very local. Like, most people who eat here are locals, which is true because when I walked in, it was all locals dining. And he recommended this specific dish that he really loves, so I can't wait to try it. So the dish he recommended me is called chocoritmi kebabi. And on the menu, this is what it said. Amazon special beef with thinly sliced filet steak on top of crunchy potato and topped with yogurt. Sounds so good. It's actually really cool inside. It's like when you enter, it feels like there's like some rainforest stuff, but inside feels like you're in an old school tavern. I really love that feel. Lots of herbs and spices being thrown into this beef. Crispy potatoes being topped with yogurt. Guys, look at this! Guys, I'm so excited. I haven't heard of this dish until I came here and the owner's son told me about it, so I'm very curious to try. It smells so good. So you get the sliced beef, oh the crispy potato. It sounds so crispy. Then it's mixed with yogurt. Very interesting. Beef, so tender, very flavorful with all the herbs and spices. The yogurt adds like creaminess to it. And then the crispy potato just adds like that texture, that crunch. So good. Especially like once you take a forkful or a spoonful with everything on it, it's so good. So guys, I am here having breakfast at Anz Guesthouse and they actually make it from scratch. It's not like a buffet style and you get your choice of tea and coffee. So I got coffee and they serve it in a French press coffee. And so what they gave us, there was like fresh vegetables, so cucumber, tomatoes, and then there's French toast, and then there's the cheese stick that I really love, and then fresh fruits, some olives, I think, and then cement, and then hard-boiled egg with some like jams and stuff, butter and stuff like that. And they said if you want more, you can ask for more. Hey guys, so I have just entered the Ephesus archaeological site, and what a massive site it is. It would probably take hours to like really explore all these sites. The beautiful thing about coming here during the winter time is it's low season, so the site is practically empty. You're not like having so many people in your shots and stuff like that, and you're free to wander around as you please because pretty much the site feels like it's all to myself. So these markers were used back in the day to denote distances between cities. So this site right here is the theater gymnasium, constructed in AD 125. So this here is the harbor of Ephesus. So this here is the Great Theater. Guys, it is so beautiful here. There's so much history and architecture to explore. Very beautiful. Guys, behind me is the most iconic spot in Ephesus site, and it's the Library of Selçuk. Behind me here is a so-called House of Pleasure. This here is the Hadrian's Gate. Here is the Heron of Androchlos. Oh man, looks like it's tour group day today. And the fact is, like, it was raining really bad yesterday, so I feel like a lot of the tours that would have happened yesterday all came today. Now there's so many people actually in the main sites. In the beginning, in the entrance, it was pretty empty, but now, like, there's so many people. So this here is the latrine, which served as a free public toilet back in the day. This here is a temple of Hadrian. This here is the Nymphaeum Traiani, which is a fountain building. This here is the Hydreion. It's the fountain installation used as a water basin. This is the Memmius Monument in honor of Gaius Memmius. This here is the Temple of Domitian. The temple and altar serve the imperial cult. This here is the Polium Monument and the Fountain of Domitian. This site here is the Hydrakdokeon, which is the water palace. Okay, so this path basically takes me to the other entrance. So I've basically like reached the end, but there are still some parts that I didn't visit because there was like a fork, so I'm going back to that. In this site was the State of Agora. So this here is the Bouleuterion, which housed the meetings of the council and where they would also gather for musical performances. This is the entrance to the gathering place. Let's climb up. So it's kind of like a smaller theater. This here is the courtyard called the Rhodian Peristyle and the Prytaneum. So let's talk pricing. So there are three levels of tickets here. So one is the 700 lira, which is what I got. It gives you base access to the archaeological site, which is like everything here that I showed you. And then there's the second level, which is 950 lira. It gives you the base access plus access to the terrace houses. And then there's a third level, which is 1,250 lira, which is the base access terrace houses and then entrance to the Ephesus Experience Museum, which is like a digital concept museum, like immersive light show thing. So I only did the base one, but what's good here is that you don't need to decide what ticket you want at the entrance. So what I learned by visiting the terrace house and stuff like that is that you can start with the base, and if you went to the terrace house and decide that you want to do it, you can pay the difference at the terrace house. And then the same at the Experience Museum. So at least like you don't feel like you have to rush the decision of which ticket to buy, because it also depends on your schedule and how many time you have, right? So that's really up to you. So I'm now heading back to the parking lot area. And I hope that the tour groups have already kind of dissipated since they normally have like limited time. So then I can like take better pictures and stuff without a lot of people. Guys, my patience have paid off. The tour groups are gone. I'm so glad I decided to like go all the way to the end first and then backtrack, because I figured like by the time I backtrack, the tour groups would be gone. Pretty empty now. And I have my 360 camera set up like this so that I can get an amazing shot. This here is the Tetragonas Agora, or the commercial market. Hey guys, so it started raining and I'm so lucky because I'm pretty much done already. I'm now heading back to the parking lot because I finished all the sites. And I was so lucky that for the library it wasn't raining when I was taking shots and videos of myself. So I lied. It turns out there's one more spot I didn't get to check out. It's a little off the beaten path, and this is the Church of Mary. I have my spirit dog here to protect me. Then here is supposed to be the Bishop's Palace. Don't really see much anymore except for like this hole over here. This might be part of the palace as well. I'm not sure. It doesn't really say. And now I'm officially done. Hey guys, so I've made it to the House of Virgin Mary. It's actually up a really, really high mountain. So if you're driving, be extra careful and make sure you have enough gas because I noticed my gas kept dropping as I went up and it was kind of scary. It is such a nice outdoor experience. It kind of reminds me of the grotto in Portland. So here you have the water cistern. So this place is considered to be the last home of the Blessed Virgin Mother of Christ. So guys, when you enter the House of Virgin Mary, there's no photography or filming allowed. It's very sacred and solemn inside. And inside you can also like grab a candle to light for a donation of 10 lira, which I highly recommend doing so you can light it up. And after you exit, that's where you can light it up. Let's go. So that's where you put the candle. I think that's about it with the house. It's a very spiritual moment, especially like me growing up like Catholic as well in the Philippines. I highly recommend checking it out. But also I remember when I was in Cash, I met this couple who aren't even religious or they're not even Catholic, they said, and but they came here and they highly recommended it because they said they felt something when they went here, like some sort of like spiritual awakening. So it's very nice. Also, here you can actually get some spring water. I think holy water. This is such a nice place to retreat, like you're outside in nature, up on a mountain. It's very, very solemn and spiritual. Guys, so now I went back to the hotel, parked my car, and now I'm walking to the Temple of Artemis. So this is so cool. They also have the free public gym, and this is on the way to the temple. From the entrance, there's a tomb here before you reach the temple. And guys, so the Temple of Artemis is counted as one of the 7 wonders of the ancient world. It was the most important sanctuary in Ephesus, and it also counts among the oldest Greek temples. I am so glad I got to check it out. As you can see, there's only one column left. And who knows, eventually, right? Like if there's some disaster that happens, we might even lose that column. So it's very important to start seeing these like ancient wonders before they disappear. And I haven't eaten anything since breakfast, so I'm starving. And now it's time for my late lunch because I wanted to finish all the important spots and they require a lot of like walking and stuff. So I'll see you at lunch. Guys, I've been very lucky with the rain. So like I just got back from the Temple of Artemis and look at that. Similar to Ephesus, like it's been perfect the entire time and then when I was in a shade, then it started raining. So lucky. So looks like I'll have to venture out for dinner in the rain. Not looking forward to that. Hey guys, so my dinner plans got kind of messed up because of the rain. I wanted to visit 2 places. One was like a kebab place. But then when I checked out the kebab place, they only had outdoor seating and I didn't really want to be outside in the rain, even though they had some cover, but I can see the water kind of like hitting the tables. So now I'm just doing my second spot. I'm here at BTech FS. This was recommended to me by the owner's son at my hostel for local seafood. It's so local that they don't have an English menu. The staff doesn't really speak English as well. So they let me like use a QR code to check the menu, but then it turns out the menu is all in Turkish as well. So he ended up just like pointing the seafood on the freezer or the fridge and then was telling me like prices and stuff. So I ended up getting the sea bream, which I think he said is 210 lira, and calamari, which is 240 lira. So they gave some complimentary bread, chickpea, which is interesting. It's the first time a restaurant gave me that. Olives, and then dried tomato. Then I also ordered a glass of white wine, which is 90 lira. It's actually a really good snack. Let's try dried tomato. Very sour. So for the calamari, they only gave like 6 pieces, so I was hoping a little more, but each piece is kind of big though, so hopefully it's good. So that's one ring. nice and crispy. The squid was really tender. However, it didn't have a lot of the squid flavors that I'm looking for though. So dish is still my favorite for the fried calamari that I've had. Let's try with lemon. So it seems like the tail ends have more flavor than the rings. Hey guys, so the fish arrived and it's pretty big. And comes with grilled potatoes, vegetables, and for some reason like raw onions. But the sea bream looks very nicely grilled. Mm, um, very tasty. I like the crispy skin that they made as well on the grill. Very good. Guys, it is still raining pretty bad, so I'm going to call it a night and just enjoy my last night here at Anz Guesthouse. Guys, so this is about my time in Selçuk. It is still raining here, so I'll be heading to my next destination, which is about 1.5 hours west of Selçuk. Do you know where it is? Let me know in the comments. In the meantime, please follow, like, and subscribe, and I'll see you on the next video.